Hi everyone, I'm Cruce. I'm seeking my construction management degree at Georgia Southern University, and I'll actually be graduating this December. So why did I pick construction? I've always had a passion for it. My dad has been in construction, so I've really just been around it my whole life. I'm drawn to construction because there's something new every day, and I really just enjoy working with the team. So the review of the projects I worked on was the battery and entertainment block. So there was the 4-story office building, there was the Roxy Theater, and then there's the North Parking Deck. And then I also spent a little bit of time at the Reed Young office complex. And you see right here, this is the 4-story office building, and then that is the Roxy, and then that's the parking deck over there, which hasn't really, I think the foundation has just begun on that. And this is another aerial view, and the Roxy you can see is a CMU block, and then the 4-story office building was a concrete tilt up. And then that's the new Reed Young office, it's just 2-story steel building. So I learned a lot about all the aspects of the project this summer, where I'm going to get into steel erection. So first is the design phase. The steel manufacturer for the project fabricates all steel materials according to the contract drawings, which has been detailed by the steel manufacturer. And this is done in order to have all the materials for the project on the site in time, but you don't want them there too early because you don't want materials building up and taking up space, and you also don't want steel waiting at the manufacturer and taking up their space too. So phase 1 is the steel contractor provides an anchor bolt shop drawing to the general contractor and the concrete contractor in order to determine the column placement. And then once placement has been determined, the concrete footings are formed and poured. After a minimum of 70% concrete strength is achieved, steel can be erected. So phase 2 is where the steel columns are anchored to the foundation by anchor bolts, and the anchor bolts are formed into the foundation before the concrete is poured. And phase 3 is the columns need to be level. There's 2 ways to do this. One is by leveling nuts, so you shoot it with a leveler and you do 1 nut first, which I'll explain that better in a minute. And then second method is by shim stacking under the base plate. And the base plate is basically just the bottom of the column. And once the columns have been set plumb, square, and level, non-creep grout is put up under the base plate in order for no movement. So right here is the anchor bolts, and you can see this is the nut that they leveled. And once they do one, they can go around and do all of them. And then the base plate will sit on top of that. And this is that's the column sitting on, that was the orange nut from the picture before, and that's the base plate right there. And then this is a good diagram of shim stacking. They put steel plates right here, and they, instead of shooting the nut, getting the right level, they shoot the top of the steel plates. So then next, the beams are set with cranes and connected to columns with bolts, and not all columns are erected at the same time because there needs to be space and enough movement for the crane and to move around other materials. And then the bridging and bracing is welded into place, and then lastly, roof and floor deckings begin. And they're usually fastened by puddle welding, which is they basically burn a hole through the decking and then fill it with like metal, I think it's called weld metal. So it's kind of like, I like to think of it as like metal glue. So the lessons learned throughout the project, responsibility. Everybody's got to pay close attention. There's a lot going on at once. Patience. Work can be tedious, whether it's submittals, trying to get pricing from subs. And then communication. You need to make sure everyone's working together and the team is everybody's on the same page. And then organization. I started out without a binder at the beginning of this summer, and then at the end I had a lot better organization, and that helped. And then safety. Safety is very important on a job site, especially for steel erection. And then for those of you that know, I dipped my toes in party planning a little bit this summer too. And general review, I learned a lot this summer at Reed Young. I can see where this company's going, where it's heading, and how fast it's getting there. And anyone that has the opportunity to work for East Young is very lucky, and I'd like to thank everyone here, and especially Kyle and Ted. Thank you.
Thank you.